Hey everybody, welcome back for another memory keeping plan with me. This time it's for the week of July 1st through the 7th, and I decided to keep it really simple this week. So I have these freebie kits from Itty Bitty Sticker Co that she did for her cat's 14th birthday back in the springtime, and I saved the freebie kit and the extra boxes to use for my kitten Clover's first adoptiversary with us, which was July 1st. I've also got some cat foiled overlays from the Prairie Planner. I have a custom from Planner Pixie Co. And then I've got a little bit of leftover foil from Leonard Designs and Plan With Me stickers in various orange colors. And then I have my classic Scotch cat washi that is very old. All my washi is pretty old at this point, but we are still using her. I recently made that friendship bracelet on my right hand. If you're wondering where that came from, that was the one I worked on during my recent camping trip. I finished it at home. Honestly, if you want any of like the old-fashioned embroidery thread friendship bracelets, DM me on Instagram because it's really like an easy craft for me to do. It like hits that crafting bug in my head, and it's a really nice way to decompress at the end of the day. But like, I already have a bunch of bracelets. I've already made them for like everyone in my life like 10 years ago. So if you want one, let me know. You get your choice of colors because I got a lot of embroidery thread. Anyway, this kit is adorable because you can fully color block it for a rainbow with the date covers and with the stuff in the kit. So that's what I opted to do. I love the double quote box that says I work hard so my cat can have a better life. I thought that was a good theme for Clover's adoptiversary. And like I said, I kept it super simple this week. I didn't pull a ton of character stickers. I mostly used the checklists in the kit, which I don't normally use checklists anymore for memory keeping, but I did want to stick to the color blocking of each day, and the checklists really helped me do that. Plus, there weren't like that many exciting plans this week. Like, I was just doing a lot of like life administrative stuff this week. So checklists were just fine for that. And honestly, my character collection is running a little low in certain categories right now anyway. So there's certain things that it's just like, yeah, just put that on a checklist and call it a day. I had two of the cat characters, Molly's friends, Molly the cat's friends, left over from this week. I just decided not to use them. I thought about like doing extenders in order to use all of the full boxes that I had available, but I just decided to hang on to those for now. I'm sure I'll probably have another kit from Tanya at some point, or I can use them with like a monthly kit because I'm using her monthly kits pretty much every month this year, although I have to start like stocking up again because after August I don't have one. So actually I think the leftover full boxes would go well with the kit that I'm going to use for my August monthly. So stay tuned for that. I'm going to be filming my lineup hopefully soon, although I've got to wait on an order that is coming in, but it did get shipped today. So hopefully I'll have those kits soon and I can show you my August lineup and my August monthly plan with me. So yeah, it was really hot this week. It was like in the 110-degree range. We got as high up as that this week. We were just celebrating having Clover for a whole year. That's a really big moment. What word am I looking for? Moment? Just moment. That's it. Because of everything that we've gone through with her this last year. Like I said, doing a lot of life admin stuff. We'll get into that very briefly when I talk through the day by day. And then we did do a couple of like sort of 4th of July celebrations. So we had our neighbors over on Thursday for various barbecue dishes and just playing some board games. And then we went over to another friend's house on Friday night for more barbecue food and just chatting and hanging out. So that was good. It was weird to have like 2 social days in a row, though. I feel like that's not very common for us lately, but it's weird. In Sacramento, we see friends like way more than we ever did in SoCal. And I would argue we have more friends in SoCal, but because there's so much traffic, like it's hard to get together with people and people are just busy. Whereas up here, I feel like everyone we know, not everyone we know, but like most of the people we know aren't from here. Like we have one or two friends who are actually from here, So everyone's not from here, so I feel like they're trying to find like community here, so they want to hang out more, and then there's no traffic, except on like really, really weird busy days. So people want to do stuff all the time, which is fun, but also it's weird. I feel very busy lately. So I decided to use some of the Prairie Planner quotes as well as these header overlays that I just use as regular overlays on the weekly boxes. And then up in the left-hand corner, I put a quote from a Casey Musgrave song that says, "You say you're just unlucky, but luck ain't what you need." Because I associate that song. I love that song, first of all. It's a very uplifting song, but then also the line after that line is something about like, if you're ever going to find a 4-leaf clover, you got to get a little dirt on your hands. So that's my little kitty is my 4-leaf clover. I wish I could say she's named after that song. She's not. We did not name her. Her foster did. But we kept the name. And she is not the luckiest cat. But at the same time, she is the luckiest cat because she's still here. So, yep, we forgot to... So my husband made brisket for 4th of July, and he had intended to put a little bit aside for the cats, but he forgot to do that before he like marinated it. So you can't give the marinated meat to cats. It probably has a bunch of stuff in it that'll poison them. So we still haven't actually done anything celebratory food-wise for the cats, which is the only way that cats know how to celebrate is with food. So we need to figure out something for them. It would just be a random like Tuesday or something. I decided to use the leftover paw print underlays that I had in orange glitter from Plan With Me stickers on Tuesday and then in the sidebar because I wanted to like orange color block Tuesday. But then I didn't want to put it in the bottom box on Tuesday because I was using one of the checklists. So I just decided to use the other one in the sidebar. Those are left over from Clover's birthday week in April, and I didn't know when else I was going to use them. So I'm like, I'll just use them this week to kind of go along with the rainbow theme to the week. Then that first habit tracker is going to be for flossing. The second habit tracker is going to be for going outside, which I did every day this week, even though it was so hot, except for Sunday. And then the label is going to be for marking that it was in the 110s this week as far as temperature goes. And then that checklist is going to be for our dinners for this week. And I'm going to put in a this week header that I had left over from an old Cinderella paper kit. And then finally, got to bring in Oh Hey Cat Buns. I got to get some more of her kits. They're not the most like functional for me, but her art is so adorable and it's original art. Like she draws it. So Oh Hey Cat Buns. I brought in a calico half box to mark celebrating Clover this week. And then I zoomed way in. Hi there. That quote is in gold glitter, I think, from Planner Pixie Co. FYI. And I picked that cat for the sidebar because out of all of Molly's friends in this kit, I thought that one looked the most like Clover. It was either this one or the orange cat that I didn't end up using. But yes, we'll go ahead and get into the day by day. There's not going to be a ton of character stickers, just pre-warning you. That first one, though, is from Itty Bitty Sticker Co., and that was just to mark that week 6 of Clover's observation was complete. And then I used a Beneva Creations sticker to mark Clover's adoptiversary, her first adoptiversary with us. And wow, so much has changed since the day we brought her home. So many things. Like, first of all, our other cat kind of likes her now. That's wild. In that checklist, I'm going to put in that I paid my credit card, I did laundry, it worked out, and I voiced over a Plan With Me, as well as weighed Clover, and then I put in a pie sticker from Beneva Creations to mark watching Great British Bake Off, as well as After Midnight. The first thing I'm going to mark on Tuesday with an argument Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. I'm not going to get into a lot of detail with this because honestly, I'm not involved. I've just been observing a lot of like infighting in the planner community lately. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, congrats, you're not following any of these people, but I feel like lately I am following maybe half of the people who are in an argument and I have no other idea who the other half are or who they're arguing with. And I'm trying not to invest a lot of energy in it because I don't personally feel like it's worth it because it doesn't involve me at all, but there's just a lot of passive aggressive fighting. And anyway, not going to get into it more than that, but it's a little weird being on Instagram lately. I had an Elton John jam session on Spotify, so I marked that with a Planet Hannah headphone sticker. And then in the to-do list at the bottom of the day, I was working on some paperwork. I was filming a Plan With Me. I had sensitive teeth this day for some reason. I think it's because I flossed the day before. And then I watched more Great British Bake Off and After Midnight. Wednesday, I was tired and anxious for some reason that I can't recall. Clover had a weird wake up from being asleep this day, which kind of concerned me. She was just kind of like, she looked scared. I don't really know what. I don't know if she had a nightmare or what. But anyway, I marked both of those things with icons from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. And then in the checklist, I put working out, playing with the cats, doing more paperwork, starting Clover on a little bit of pumpkin in her food because she was a little constipated. We went to the vet for that the next week, and then watching more Bake Off and After Midnight. Okay, now we're caught up. Thursday was, of course, Independence Day here in the US, so I marked that with the Statue of Liberty Molly from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. because it matched the green theme of this day. And then, like I mentioned earlier, we had a couple of our friends, our upstairs neighbors, over, so I marked that with a Family Feast sticker from Once More with Love. So my husband made brisket, and then our friends brought pulled pork, which was really good. And then we also had, I think they also brought potato salad, which was pretty good. And then, did we make pasta? Oh, my husband made coleslaw. And I contributed nothing. Go me. There was already so much food. And our older cat actually let our friends pet her this day, which was remarkable because she's very shy. So I marked that with the Beneva Creations cat. And then we played a game called Munchkins. Ugh, wow, I couldn't say that. I don't know why. So I marked that with an Apple Blossom Prince board game sticker. Basically, how it was explained to me was kind of like early beginning to Dungeons and Dragons, but in a board game setting. So it took me a minute to like get the hang of it, but I got it eventually and it was fun. And then in the checklist, I cut one in half because I only had a couple more things to mark, but I marked that my husband was off work, of course. I had a lazy day and started watching series 3 of Great British Bake Off. Friday, my husband worked from home. He opted not to take that day off just because we got a lot of travel coming up later in the year. I got to sleep in with Clover the kitten. She's been sleeping next to me lately, and it's really adorable. I had to email HR a question about a job application. I had to apply to a new pool for a job I had already applied to because they switched to a new website. Fun. I had to get some paperwork in order, and then I went to Target to pick up some things for going to our friend's house that night. So I just got some real basic stuff. My husband was feeling a little overwhelmed because he had cooked the whole day before and felt bad about not bringing something to our friend's house. So I'm like, I'll go get some chips and some veggies and stuff, and that'll be our contribution. So we went to our friend's house. They had picked up a bunch of different flavors of sausages from a local butcher, which was cool. So we kept making a stupid joke that we were having a sausage party. So I marked that with an English breakfast sticker from Liner Designs because I thought that matched, trying a bunch of different sausage, barbecue stuff. And then after that, we came home and played with the cats. Saturday was a lazy day, so I'm going to write that in the checklist that I'm putting there. And then I was working on some paperwork. I filmed a plan with me, and then I played with the cats some more. So I'm going to have a Beneva Creations cat for that. My camera kept shutting off while I was filming this, so if you notice any weird gaps, that is why. Clover had a weird reverse sneeze situation, so I marked that with an Apple Blossom Prince tissue box. Again, trying to color block my icons here. Cats do that. According to my husband, they reverse sneeze, where it's like they sneeze into themselves instead of outwardly. I don't know how else to explain it. And then I just used this movie sticker from Pink Diamond Planner Co. because I'm like totally out of television stickers right now, and I was watching celebrity episodes of Great British Bake Off, including one with Daisy Ridley, which I had already seen most of, but I hadn't seen the whole episode, just the YouTube clips. All of that's available on Roku. That's why I'm watching it now. Sunday, I marked sleeping in with a Beneva Creations cat, and then the big thing for this day was we booked a whole bunch of different travel things. So we needed to book a rental car to go to our friend's wedding in Washington this summer. We had to book a hotel to go to our other friend's wedding in Mexico City later this year. And then we needed to rebook the hotel in Auckland, New Zealand for our, what was originally an anniversary trip, but is now turning into just a just for fun trip, which I guess it'll be close-ish to our second anniversary. So I guess we'll just call it that. But anyway, that map stickers from Itty Bitty Sticker Co. Did more paperwork this day. I've had a lot of paperwork stuff lately. Not going to get into it right now. Filmed a plan with me because I was on a roll this week, and then watched more Great British Bake Off. So like I said, super simple week. I worried that this was too simple, and I was like, should I fill in with more stuff? And I'm like, no, you know what? Let's take a breather this week and just celebrate Clover with this Molly and her friends themed kit. Got quotes like cats are my favorite people. Just keep it simple and give lots of white space and breathing room in the planner. So that is everything written in. I like how it turned out. Let me know what you think. I kind of like having the breathing room, even in a memory keeping week. So let me know. I like it though, and I always love a rainbow week. So I hope you are doing well. I will talk to you next time. Bye.